guys, I'm Appelusa and this is your tutorial on jumping. We are going to do safety hops, 180 jumps, 360 jumps, and some rolling. So this is your beginner all the way through advanced tutorial on jumping and hopping. So if you are a beginner, you start and only stick with the beginner part of this. If you're intermediate, you can try the 180, and if you're advanced, you can try all of the above rolling. So let's get to it. First and foremost, safety is really important. That's why, as a certified coach, we start from the bare bones foundation and work our way up. You stick at the level that you are at and stay there until you are ready to transition to the next level. With that said, I hope you have some gear, wrist guards, knee pads, elbow pads, whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you don't have, I do have some links down below. You can check out some gear and maybe even some other wheel recommendations if you are looking to get an extra set of wheels. Okay, let's start with safety hops. This is a beginner skill, so it is okay if you're a beginner to try this. Now, I do want to caution you though, if you really don't feel steady on your skates and you haven't gone into pushes yet, please watch my beginner skating tutorials, part 1 and part 2. Then you can add on this skill on top of it. You can also try this on carpet so that your wheels don't roll and they stay underneath you, and then transition your way to wood or concrete or what you have to skate with. We're going to start in safety position. Now, just a reminder, safety position, your weight is in between your feet, equal on each foot in the center so they don't roll away. If you're pressing too much on your toes, that you might roll backwards. If you press too much on your heels, you might roll forwards. Let's just stay with our weight in between and the center of our feet, knees apart, arms forward, knees bent. Our belly is tight. We are going to do a very baby hop and right back to safety position. Now you'll notice I'm bending my knees when I land. They are staying soft. But I'm also keeping my belly engaged and my arms tight so that I don't look like this when I land and just flop over. So we're keeping our tailbone slightly tucked under, low belly engaged, and I'm being really strong with my arms so they don't wiggle when I land. If they're wiggling, that's a good indication that you're not balanced, so tighten up your body some more. Okay, so we are going to give that 3 safety hops a try. 1, 2, 3, and we're ready to try that rolling. We're rolling very, very slowly. Safety hop, safety hop, safety hop. That is it for you beginners. So now I'm moving on to the intermediate way to do not only a safety hop, but a 180. We are going to do this standing still. And we're actually just going to start with a quarter turn. This may be all you're going to do for today, is do this part standing still. So I'm going to put my left hand in front because I'm going to rotate to the left. That's my easy way. If you feel like going to the right, absolutely fine. Put your right hand in front and go to the right. So I'm going to jump up first, rotate, and land facing you. That's a quarter way around. And you'll notice I'm staying in safety position. Up first and rotate. I do want to glance down and make sure I've landed with my feet parallel and they're not in some funky position, because if we do this rolling, you want your feet to be rolling straight and parallel. But you cannot do a quarter jump rolling because you're not forward or backward, you're sideways, and you'll have, your feet will just stop and you'll fall over. Just some food for thought there. So I've done a quarter turn. If that's feeling comfortable for you and you're able to keep your feet underneath you, we can go ahead and try a half turn. I'm going to start the rotation, then jump straight up, continue the rotation, and land with my feet parallel in safety position. Now you'll notice as I bend my knees, I'm starting the rotation, but I'm not leaning. At no point am I jumping sideways. I'm staying in a refrigerator box. I'm going straight up, rotating, and landing in the same spot. So down, up, rotate. If you want to try that going to the right, down, up, rotate. Okay, you're keeping your body tight and engaged. Really important to do when you're doing jumps. Now we're going to try that rolling. I hope you're spending a good amount of time on these. You can always pause this video, try it about 10 times, and then come back to it, or come back to it once you've gotten the skills down a little bit more. It's easier for most people to go backwards to forward. So I'm going to start backwards. I'm still going to rotate to the left, so I'm putting my left hand in front. I'm rolling, rotate up, and land squarely on my feet there. Skating backwards, up, and rotate. If I go to the right, up, and rotate. So where's my weight on my feet when I'm rolling? Pretty much center. If I'm rolling backwards, they might be slightly more towards the toes, but since I'm trying a jump, I'm really just trying to steady myself, and the more foot coverage I have, the more balanced I'm gonna be. Now to do a jump, we normally start with a little more weight towards the back and push off, kind of like this, off the ball of your foot. So it might look like this as you're bending your knee and pushing. So a little more weight in the back and then a little push off the balls of your feet. Okay, so please drill that. Give that a good amount of time, even a week of just drilling that. And if you're ready to move on to the 360, let's go all the way around. So again, I'm going to start with my left hand in front. This time I'm going to start to bring my arms in. So let's give that a practice by doing this. Now you'll notice my arms are lifting my chest and pulling in, and I'm squeezing into fists. So it's lifting and rotating my chest. Now we can actually start to rotate here. So it's lift and rotate, lift and rotate. Now my whole body is squeezing and lifting up as I straighten my knees to the jump. Lift and rotate. If you want to start with a half jump there, you can try that. Arms go right back out for your safety landing. And a 360. Okay, glance down, see if your feet are parallel. That's your goal. If you can't get your feet parallel, you are not ready to do this rolling. Going to the right, much harder for me. One way's easier than the other. All right, I'm gonna stick to my easy way. Gotta stay looking cool. All right, just totally kidding. So if you've tried that a bunch of times and you're ready to do that rolling and you're feeling like this is you today, so you can start backwards, go your easy way, and see I've landed and stayed in safety position. I always think it's easier to go backwards to forwards. Let's try one in slow motion because I have superpowers to do that. I'm Appelusa, and that's it for your 2-foot jumps today. We did safety hops, 180 and 360, both stationary and rolling for the beginners all the way through advanced. Please subscribe to this tutorial if you liked it. Tell your friends about it, and I'll see you next time.